one of the items, right, when people are coming in your homes, putting those little kind of booties on or whatever, walking through, and
I've never had an inspector leave this
leave that much
house,
salt.
ever. This is the first year this has happened, out of 8 years, and they come twice a year.
Be interesting to see if there's been a change in their contract in there. Councilwoman Brandon.
So, since I've been here this time on council, this is the first I've heard of this, so if you could all get together and give us a list, and we will look into it for sure. So I'm gonna take a trip over there myself and try
Well,
it
like I
out.
said, we go to the council, it comes on deaf ears.
Okay, well, this is the first time you've been here, so let's give this a chance and see where this leads and work with the administration and the housing commission. See what comes of this today.
Sir, prior to recognizing you again, there were other people that wanted to be recognized prior to.
I'm sorry.
You can stand right there where he's at.
Okay.
It's just gonna take a second. I just would like to, for the council, to just hear, I would like to give your email addresses where I can send you the pictures of my apartment and the damage it was done. But for now, I would like for you all to hear the water that is coming into my apartment.
If I could have you stand over to the mic, because we are being televised, and we want to make certain that we're picking up your audio.
This is the water that was coming into my apartment. And this happened Christmas Eve, December 24th. It took me all of a month, almost the 1st of February, to get back into my apartment. Management, it took them 2 weeks to get in touch with me. They put everybody else up in the hotel except me and a few others. I would like to know what will council do to help the residents that Maplewood Manor. I really will, because like this lady said, I don't really feel me. The new unit that they put me in, Angel Holbrook put me in, it was filthy. And I do, like I said, I would like emails so I can send you the pictures of the apartments and the units that we have here, that were the horrible conditions it was in. When I
Dude, this is council secretary. Not sure if you're new married name or the old. Here, go ahead, speak. give out your email. Wasn't sure if she changed it.
I will break it down for you and bring it out to you, okay?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Are there any other residents of Maplewood that would like to be recognized? Otherwise, we had a gentleman here that had asked to be, you signal first, and I believe you would like to be recognized second. Sir, go ahead. I'm sorry, behind you.
Oh,
I'm going to allow everybody else that is here, they may not have the same issue, but the normal procedure is to allow, please go forward, to allow residents to speak once, and if they want to come back up after everybody's done, certainly. Go right ahead.
through the chair,
Yes.
council, I think we'll take a minute here and pass out some roses. I want to first thank you all, the mayor, the DPW director, Ralph Richard, and his crew. A lot of people probably haven't even seen this, but and I'm sorry, Bob Morrow, 6644 Pardee Road. If you cross E-course on Pardee and head towards the railroad tracks, Taylor North Central, 94, our road is beautiful, but that wouldn't be possible if Director Richard and the council hadn't approved the new piping to be put in through the drain system over there. We've had water up to our sidewalks for 10 to 12 years. I've had 2 basements flooded. And in the year and a half I think it's been, there's drainage, there's no cars stalling in 3 foot of water. The new road is beautiful. So thank you all very much for that. It's awesome. It's, a small, quiet, older little neighborhood there with the baseball field, as I've talked to the mayor about. So I just want to thank everyone for that, because a lot of us are happy, and I'm really happy, because I was the one that was wading through water and helping people install cars and clean
got to mention our city engineer, Chris Gibbs, too. You know,
I'm sorry, I'll do all these.
No, you're good. I appreciate you. No, thank you.
That being said, I know I gotta hurry, I only have a certain amount of time. So I also want to thank, the Taylor North Central, people there, Doug, the president, and their board members. I don't know if anybody's saw the fields and what's going on, but anyhow, this year is gonna be unbelievable over there. They have professionally sodded those fields into regular baseball fields with dirt fields. The senior field is all turf now, from home plate all the way out to the streets. It's beautiful. You know, it's a lot of money. Not only did they do that, usually little leagues can't keep sod going. They ran underground sprinkler systems through every one of those baseball fields. Kids are chomping at the bit to play there this year. I have a grandson that plays there. He lives in Allen Park. I don't know if you guys are all aware, but a lot of little league rules have changed. And there are a lot of kids that play there now from other cities. I got a grandson that's one of them. It's all legal now through different ways because their cities may not have a park, a little league park that they can play in. So I say all this to get to my point. I've been here twice. There are 10 houses on that street on Pardee between Newcastle and Cypress. One on the south end of the Little League Park at the corner of Newcastle and Pardee, and 9 of us on the other side of the park. I coach there, my kids play there, my grandkids play there. I love that park. But I hate that park now in the summer, and the spring, and the fall. I can't get into my driveway most of the time at night when I come home. We have 16-foot approaches. My truck won't fit there. I have a 25-foot drive to the gate. If I go past the gate, we can't open the doors on our driveways because they're so narrow. All choices that you make when you buy a home, but didn't know that every night, when I come home from work, there are 5 of us in our 60s that live in that 10-house area. We gotta fight to get down our street. We can't park in front of our house, ever. It's people that have kids there that I know work in city offices. I think Ralph Richard told me I think he may have a grandson that plays there. Please, I've been here 2 years asking for this. I want relief. I want 10 spots. I want 10 of us to be able to park in front of our house. That park is only going to get busier now. It's gotten 10 times busier because they've done such a great job. And all I'm asking for is one thing, and I'll finish. Please look, please take a look if you don't know this, at 3 streets off of Ecorse: Waddell, Huron, and Mayfair. And they are north of Ecorse, further down past Mortonview. I bring those 3 streets up because there are 72 people, 72 homes that have permitted parking only, tollway zones. And
Is that what you're asking for? Is
10
tollway-
spots.
the spots in front of your home?
Yes, and it's only 10 of us because,
Hold on.
Okay.
Because the other thing that I know, being over at the park, there's some different ideas. We talked about it going into the budget. There is the strip of land along the senior diamond. That's potential either use of ARPA funds, either that or across the other side of the party, if Marathon would deed some property. Certainly in the last year, because we haven't been here 2 years, at least the current council, we've gone over there and had different ideas on how to alleviate. One of the potential ideas to alleviate it is to talk with Doug and the groups and coordinate using all of the ball fields within the city of Taylor to reduce the concentration that is going on at Taylor North Central. Mr. Mayor.
Through the chair, yeah, that's exactly what they're kind of doing this year. They're kind of rotating the fields, especially now with an additional field. Chairman, Buckeye Oil owns that property across the street. That's something we're looking at. We were hoping on the nursery, but the nursery ended up selling to another nursery, so that kind of killed that deal a little bit. But these are some of the alternatives. But in all honesty, I think you're going to see less traffic there this year because of the amount of fields. You know, I know those fields are nice, but they have many more fields to use now, so.
Okay,
So what I would, in terms of a petition, the process for petitioning to have resident-only parking in front of their homes. Because the dead-end streets are the one that has the turnaround. I know certainly on those streets that are parallel to Part E, it says residents only. And I know I park at, unfortunately, I won't be going over there. My son doesn't get to play Little League anymore. Gosh. But certainly I'm familiar with how packed it gets, and it's dangerous. Party Road, parking on both sides of the road is dangerous to the kids. But there certainly is a procedure if those homes, your neighbors, believe, come forward with a petition to make it residential only. That would then come to us for our action. And, you know, at that point in time, I'm not going to say how the council would vote, but that is, if that's what you're requesting, then certainly that the clerk can walk you through what that process is.
Chairman?
Council.
So we have been hearing you since you've been coming up here, since we've been here.